Welcome back to Collective Practice. I'm Lauren Spaulding, and if you're new here, this is a podcast for mental health entrepreneurs where we talk business skills, clinical skills, and mental health. And welcome to today's episode. If you're watching via YouTube, you may have noticed my new plant. My peace lily was doing so well that she had to be moved to a bigger pot. And so now I have this gorgeous little prayer plant. So if it's moving, it's because as it gets later in the day, the leaves turn up, and it's pretty cool. You can see this top one's already turning up. Anyway, let's move into the episode. So today I wanted to talk more about business coaching because it's something that I believe should be invested in, whether it's with me or with another business coach, in order to hone your skills as a business owner, because the majority of small businesses fail within the first 5 to 7 years. And I don't want that to happen to you. You have such beautiful, brilliant ideas, and you deserve to have a flourishing practice. And I hate the idea that successful practices are typically owned by white men and women in our industry who come into our field with a lot of financial privilege. We need more diversity. We need more identities owning these practices, creating the business models and the therapeutic models for our industry as a whole to thrive. And so I wanted to address any hesitation you might have with investing in a business coach, because I do understand that it can feel uncertain. I have seen business coaches post things that feel like, okay, I think this could be helpful, but I'm not quite sure what I would get out of the services. And I myself, when I was looking for business coaches to learn from, noticed there were so many accounts showing up that had a lot of fluff pieces. A lot of their posts on social media and their blogs and even their email newsletters were just full of fluff. And it was really irritating to me because I didn't feel like I could have even a hint of what they would be working with me on, and it didn't really help me grow my confidence. So let's talk a little bit about business coaching services. Now, there's one thing to be really thoughtful of when you are picking out your business coach, and that is to see what their solution actually is for you. If it's really vague and if it's really fluff language filled, you may not want to sign up for their services, because a lot of business coaches, while they have wonderful intention and they do want to see you succeed, focus a little bit too much on mindset work. The majority of what they do with you is mindset, mindset, mindset. As long as you believe it, you can achieve it. And that's not any type of tangible, doable product that can help your business grow. And yes, mindset is important, and mindset is a huge part of being a business owner. If you have a negative mindset, it's really hard to grow as a business owner. That should be an aspect of a business coach's work with you, but it shouldn't be the only thing. Additionally, we're therapists. A lot of us tend to like to go really deep with our processing, and a lot of mindset work can feel very surface level. I've seen that mindset work where they're like, oh my gosh, what's your dream? What's your vision? Now just do it. Just believe it. You're amazing. And let me tell you, if that was enough to shift my mindset, I would rule the world at this point. We know as mental health practitioners, there's more to mindset than just affirmations and mantras. There's more to mindset than just motivational speaking. We know that there's subconscious things that play, that our story is a part of our process around mindset. We know that the brain is as complex as the universe, and it's not going to be that one motivational sentence that makes you become the best business owner in the world. So be mindful of that. Be mindful of making sure that you're choosing a business coach who isn't just promising results, but is actually telling you what the results will be. If they're just saying, I help therapists make more money, that's a little bit vague. How do they do it? What exactly are you going to be learning from them? Another thing that I recommend being thoughtful of is making sure that they're a right fit for your personality. So not only are they going to help you with what you're trying to learn or the solution that you hope for, but are they actually a good fit for you? And we know this as therapists. We've met with clients before who have a goal that we could potentially help them with, but there's just something not vibing there. There's something that's not clicking, and we're not the right fit for them. And that's okay. There are so many different personality types out there and different people that you can find the right fit for you. For myself personally, it was so important for me to learn from other women of color. I wanted to learn from voices and backgrounds that felt like my own. I also wanted to learn from someone who truly started from scratch and didn't have certain privileges that make building businesses a little bit easier. Like there are certain identities who can walk into a bank and get a loan easier than others. I was interested in learning from someone who has a similar background to me and similar limiting beliefs as I do. I wanted to learn from someone who found success through who they are and what they do and feel some camaraderie in their story. And so that was something that was incredibly important to me and probably the top thing on my list as I was searching for a business coach. But you might also consider things like, do they have a really calm, chill personality? Are they really upbeat and motivational? There's all different ways that people approach their business coaching practice. And of course, everyone's personality naturally comes into it. And so make sure you find someone who really speaks to you, not only in the solution that they're going to bring to you, but in a way that you're going to feel comfortable with them. You're going to feel like you can be open and honest with them. And you feel that jive. You feel that jive with the personalities. Another thing that I really recommend as you're looking for your business coach is making sure that they have a mental health background. I actually have learned from business coaches who don't have a mental health background, and I do feel like that can be okay. However, there are so many business coaches out there and so many that market to mental health or aspects of mental health like wellness, mindfulness, manifestation, things like that, but they don't have the consideration of our ethical standards, what the board requires of us. And so you might be getting the wrong information from working with them. And in the long run, that could be bad for your business. So I would recommend starting out with a business coach who is in the mental health field. And then as you feel more confident in running your business, if you do want to move on to someone else, then maybe looking into any business coach and not focusing on that as much if you feel like you're outgrowing it. Which I guess kind of was the case for me, if I'm honest, because I did initially, when I first started thinking of private practice, I purchased a workbook by a therapist, Melody Lee. So I guess I did start with a therapist business coach, but then I moved into other business coaches, and looking back, I wish I would have stuck with a business coach who had a mental health background initially before I moved into the current one that I'm working with. I think it would have been a lot quicker for me to learn, and I think I would have felt a bit more confident because I didn't have to translate what they were teaching into our industry. And we are not short on business coaches in our industry. There are many names out there who offer so many different things. And so you do have a way of finding someone who meets your needs and what you're focusing on in your business at the moment. So really look into what their specialization is. Are you looking for someone who's more financial coach based? Are you looking for someone who's more about marketing or branding? Are you looking for someone who's focused on those first launching your private practice steps? There's all sorts of different tools out there that you can access that will help you to be a better business owner, a better private practice owner, and reach those private practice goals. And the last thing I will add is don't be afraid to try out different coaches. You're going to grow and change as a business owner, and your practice itself is going to grow and change. So maybe right now you're focused a lot on finances. You want someone to really help you in getting more confident in financial management and in learning how to get more revenue into your business. So maybe you're investing in that with your business coach. But if after a while you find yourself outgrowing that, it's not feeling as helpful as it once was, it's okay to terminate with your business coach, just like it's okay to terminate with a therapist. That's perfectly fine, and it's okay to learn from different voices, from different experiences and different tools. And so maybe you move on to someone who specializes in branding and marketing, or maybe you move on to someone who specializes in scaling your business. There's all different ways that you can learn about your business and how you can grow it. And so make sure that you're not putting all your eggs in one basket and expecting to learn from only one voice. I think back to when I was in college. I went to undergrad at the University of Texas in Austin, and I remember being told to not apply for the psychology program at UT. I thought that was so strange. I was like, why wouldn't I want to apply here? I love going here and I like the psychology program here. And we were told the reason for that was they want us to go experience different universities with different professors and different perspectives so that we could be a more well-rounded mental health practitioner. And I just always took that with me as I learned and grew as a therapist. I worked in different spaces with different owners in different roles throughout my career to become a more well-rounded mental health practitioner. And I think that should be the same thing for you as a business owner. Make sure you are diversifying who you learn from and how you grow in this aspect of our career. So there you go. There are 5 things to consider when you are looking into hiring a business coach. Avoid fluffy mindset coaches. Make sure you're looking at what solution they are going to bring to the table for you. Look into someone who is a therapist, counselor, or has a mental health background. Look for someone who matches your needs and your personality. And don't be afraid to invest in more than one business coach throughout your career. Well, that's everything I've got for you. Thanks so much for tuning in. And if you're wondering if my membership is right for you, my practice is focused on building your business from start to scale. So launching your private practice, growing it through marketing, and then scaling your services and adding a passive income stream to your practice. So if that's what you're looking for, I encourage you to learn more about the Collective Practice membership. The link is below, and you can always reach out to me as well with any questions. We are accepting new members currently, and the doors will be closing February 22nd. So I do hope you join, and I hope that I can support you along your entrepreneurial journey. Thanks so much for tuning in to today's episode. Be sure to rate, review, and subscribe. It's free and it's the easiest way to support this podcast. And share today's episode with a friend, a colleague, or anyone who could benefit from today's information. Be sure to follow me on my social medias where I post even more free content for mental health entrepreneurs. And I'll look forward to seeing you in the next one. Bye.